Hello, I'm Ottoman Özgür, economist and director for business cycles and growth at the Conference Board, and this is your Economics Watch brief for emerging markets for the month of May. In our Global Economic Outlook update for May, we revised up the 2017 emerging markets growth outlook by 0.1 percentage points to an average of 3.6%. That will be a full half percentage point faster than in 2016. Hard data from the first quarter are showing early signs of strengthening in some emerging economies. Stronger external demand and recovery in the industrial cycle provided sizable tailwinds. Fiscal stimulus from last year supported domestic economic activity in countries like China and other emerging Asian economies. And the momentum seems to be carried through the first quarter of 2017. The two countries that stand out most in seeing improvement are India and Mexico. India's economic activity has been resilient after cash shortages caused by demonetization in the last 2 months of 2016. The new Indian goods and services tax, which is scheduled to be rolled out July 1st, is expected to help reduce business operation costs in India and boost economic growth. We revised up India's growth projection from 6.2% to 6.8% in 2017. The leading economic index for Mexico showed sharp improvement in the first quarter after a marked deterioration in the final quarter of last year. As the U.S. trade rhetoric towards Mexico substantially moderated in the past weeks, confidence of businesses and consumers has rebounded, as did the value of Mexican peso. Despite the better short-term outlook, we maintain our current growth projection at 1.8% this year for two reasons. First, despite the strong merchandise export growth in the first quarter, Mexico's industrial production growth remains subdued. Second, inflation is likely to remain elevated throughout the year as currency weakness passes through and public service costs continue to rise. Finally, despite broad-based improvement across major emerging economies, policy uncertainty remains high, and the structural challenges for those countries as they transition from export and investment-driven growth to consumer and services-driven economies are likely to cap the upside in emerging markets growth this year and beyond. I'm Ottoman Özgür, and this was your Economics Watch brief for emerging markets.